Hello? Okay. I forgot how long was it since the last time I record this podcast. Based on my search, it's like I think the previous was like 2020, June the 7th. That was like more than 3 years ago. Yeah, I think the reason I want to make this new podcast is because I want to talk about the recently my decision about changing the church. I know it's my personal stuff. Maybe you guys don't like to listen to this, and also this is in English. I don't even know understand if you guys can know what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna just say it, right? Well, I think for the previous like four podcasts I was recording in Mandarin Chinese, those ones was recorded like for um for fun or for record, and this one I think I'm just gonna practice my English because I feel like for the past few years I didn't have many chance to practice my English, especially in speaking. Other than just greetings or small chat with strangers, I don't really have a chance to talk. I mean, or speak. But yeah. I mean, maybe it's better if I can just like record this and then I try to use the some sort of like software to use the AI thing to give you the subtitles. But it's just different. I mean, I can do that for sure, but also takes a lot of time to correct those subtitles because it's not gonna be like super correct, 100% correct because it's AI. It's not like a human being listen to what you're talking about. But all right, I just wasted so much time talking the nonsense. It's already 2 minutes late. Okay, so I've been to Christian church things like 2022. Pretty much the same time that I ended doing the podcast last time. So today my topic is mainly focusing on why I made up my mind to change from this Chinese church to the I can't say it's a foreign church because it's local, dude. It's called a Saddleback Church. Well, I have to say it because otherwise, you can like wonder what kind of church was it, right? Well, honestly, I have never ever been to Saddleback Church. The reason I want like not transfer, I think I'm permanently moved from this Chinese church to the English church is because that I've been heard of this church called Saddleback Church for a long time. Even from their Mandarin Chinese speaking podcast, some sort like that. I heard about this church for a long, long, long time, but I never, never, ever have a chance to go. Even I where I live is like 15, 20 minutes away from there, but I never have a chance to go. Might see some, video clips from my friends. They were recording for their worship. Yeah, I saw that thing. I'm not sure if it's the same thing, but like it's a super large, super cool. You know. We'll see. We'll see. I hope it's the same, but I'm not sure. I heard like Saddleback Church is probably the biggest one, at least in California, I think. But if it is the largest in America, I'm not sure about that. Yeah. So starting around, I would say, what year was it? Okay, I think maybe March, right? Maybe March last year, 2024. I was kind of like, you know, moving from my first Chinese church to the second, which is the one I just left. Well, I mean, the previous one was pure disaster. The whole experience was like, well, it's bad ending though. Um, I'll just keep it short. The reason I left there, the very first church where I got Baptist. Is it what's the word they call it? Baptist? Yeah, that's the place I became Christian. That is also the same church that I was kind of like kicked out. I was removed of the leader for the happiness group, which is kind of like a introduction group for the new believers. And I was removed by well, he's not pastor though. He's like the elder, I think, but he's in charge. He he revoked my position at the serving team on second floor doing those like media stuff. So yeah, so I was thinking like, why am I bothering to go there? You know, it takes me like an hour to drive from my home over there every Sunday morning, and you know, it's just like we just don't like each other. I would just say that it's not from me, it's from them. You know. So what happened was like I was leading this happiness group with new believers. So back then it's 2024, right? I was like almost 2 years. I think it's almost 2 years since I became Christian. But I mean, just for me, even today, even till now, I haven't been able to read the Bible through even once. Maybe I started from somewhere, you know. I have the big concept. I take online classes, you know, to have a big concept of what Bible is all about. But I'm not, you know, fully go through the whole book, the whole Bible book. Yeah, it's on me though. Um, so I feel like I'm not like even read the Bible 100%. So why do I have the privilege to, you know, spread the love from God? I just because in the meantime, I know this person. He well he right now he opened the Chinese church in Irvine, so that's where I go to for the past almost 2 years. So I try to invite him to our not our I try to invite him to the first church to spread his love, not his love, like his concept. Like he's being a Christian. He's not a pastor yet, but like he is level the pastor because he graduated from the school for Christian long time ago, and it just because some it's too complicated. Let's just make sure he's been a Christian for a long time, okay, and he's serving in the church. Right now, he has his own church. Okay, it doesn't matter. Sometimes, you know, sometimes the title, okay, the job title, you know, the position title, it doesn't give a fucking matter. Honestly, I have to say this F word because you know sometimes whoever have a higher title is he or she is not like you know. I'm not trying to target on someone. I'm just saying whoever got a higher title doesn't necessarily mean that he is better or than the ones who doesn't have the title yet. Title, especially in Christian church, is I don't know. I mean, it's like you're. Do you want to try to upgrade? You know, some church they don't even have the pastor position. So even you've been serving there for a long time, you don't still not a pastor. It's not because you don't deserve this position. It's because like they just don't have the position. You know, there are so many different churches, Christian churches. I'm saying, not the other um you know religion or whatsoever. There are so many different churches in the world, especially in the US. So different churches have different positions. The reason he doesn't have the pastor position yet is because the previous church he served for a long time is they don't provide the pastor position. So that's why he left, and he owns his own church. Okay, with that being said, I invited him to our happiness group for the new believers. I'm trying to you know like he to spread the love of God and try to let the new believers feel the love of God. It's that's it. That's 100% what I was thinking, you know. And for those for those who disagree, they saying, "Oh, our church has a policy of you need a request from the elder or who's in charge regarding inviting other church pastors or speakers." I mean, that's just freaking bullshit because I've been know this person for a long time. I tried to introduce to him. I mean, I tried to introduce the church to him. Trying to introduce him over to speak on Sunday worship. I remember like I request that thing. I request that thing, and it didn't go well. Like I introduced the person in June ish, and they say, "Oh, this year we are fully plan ahead, so there's no spot for him." I said, "All right, okay, no worries. How about next year?" So I keep introducing him even for the upcoming year. And he say like, I mean the elder, he say like, oh he say like, oh, maybe we don't know this person. We don't know if he's really Christian. He might be a different different path, different believers. I was like, come on, okay, the female pastor in the first church, she is the classmate of the person I'm talking about, and she graduated the same term, but she found a job later than the guy because I don't know, maybe she's not good enough. The reason why she became the pastor is because the church has a position for a pastor. The previous pastor retired, so she got a chance to become a pastor. And meanwhile, the person, okay, I've just taught his family name is Shi. It's in Chinese, it's like stone, but it's pronounced like Shi. So this, I would just call him Pastor Shi. Goddamn it! Oh, okay. So this Pastor Shi is graduated earlier than the person from the previous church, and he is doing very good job. The reason he's not pastor yet is because the church he served no longer have the position for pastor, so he's not able to become pastor. That's why he opened his own church last year, and I was serving there. I tried to invite Pastor Chi over for speech. It's an hour drive from his home here. That's really far, and it's an honor for him to speak. And instead of appreciate, they, I mean, the management team, they disagree with what I'm saying. They revoked my position. I hate that. They have so many rules about what kind of name I can name my happiness group. Each term you have to name your group. So let me think about it. What's my group name is? Oh, I call it 龙门, right? 龙门小组, which means Dragon Gate Group. So there's this like Chinese story about, maybe not Chinese. I'm not. I think it's Chinese story about Dragon Gate. It's like the fish, right? The fish swimming in the water. They were trying to become dragon. That's what the story says, right? They were swimming in the water trying to become the dragon. So they need to jump from lower to higher. Jump to the higher end across or over the Dragon Gate. If they cross the Dragon Gate, they became dragons, if I'm right. Yeah, some sort like that. So for new believers group, it's similar like that. It's like you're new believers, you know nothing about God, then you're across the line or past the gate. You became a Christian. You became um, God's people. Well, I mean, you are forever God's people because God creates you, right? But it's different. Like you become Christian. It's like you're committed to be Christian. So it's have. I mean, it's just like they have the same concepts. That's the reason I mean the make up the name. Uh, and they consider. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because I can't just like use the meaning translate. I know there's like two different ways of translate from Mandarin Chinese to English. There's like a meaning translate, which means like I can translate in meanings, or I would just call it a pronunciation translate, which means you translate from Mandarin Chinese into English using the same pronunciation. So when I say Dragon Gate, you may consider, oh, dragon, it could be like, Satan, the evil one in Bible. But in China, the dragon, you can even use Google to search dragon in China. Yeah, okay, if you only search the word dragon, it will create. They might show up the Chinese dragon, but if you type Chinese dragon and Western dragon, you will see they have different concept. They have different images. They don't have the same shape. I mean shape. My bad. It's like the Western dragons usually you see in those movies or films. They have the wings, they have the wings. They can spit fire. I mean, that's just not like the Chinese dragon is. Like Chinese dragon is the symbol, used to be the symbol of the empire because it represents the best, the one who controlled the human beings, their relatives. So the Chinese dragon has different image, and it I don't know. I mean, there's what's the word? There's 12 animals in China. Each year is they use an animal to represent the year. So 2024 was the year of dragon, which is the same year I was born. I'm not saying I'm born in 2024. I'm just saying the year I was born is also a dragon year. And the reason I want to use the name for Dragon Gate Group, like I said, I'm just saying it has the word. It has the not the word. It is the word. Okay, it's a word in English, but it's a character in Chinese. It's meaning dragon, pronounced as long, but they are different. It's because Dragon Gate is not some sort of like a dragon. It's a gate. I mean I'm honored. I'm honored that God always give me um you know give me directions or give me inspirations for my dream. I think I have some certain dreams for a reason. So I was struggling with the name, and the God told me. I think God told me in my dream, like Dragon Gate is not a dragon. Dragon Gate is actually the gate. It's not about the dragon. It's about the gate. I say the same thing to the first church. They disagree. Okay, so I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Well, I mean, I give a fuck honestly. So like, they eventually want me to change the name to a different name, which is something I'm disagree. I'm disappointed. A name like your family name, your first name. I know most people you like your family name or first name, but not me. Well, it's another long story. Okay, doesn't matter. That's just I'm saying like, okay, my name is Mike. Okay, that's just me. I like the name of Mike. Okay, let me just explain a little bit. I named myself Mike is because of the TV shows last century. It's called Growing Pains. The main character is called Mike. Well, Actually, his like legal name is Michael, but in the show, he's everybody call him Mike. That's I like the name of Mike. I hate the people call me Michael. Damn it. I always feel like Michael and Mike are different, but I like the name Mike because of I like that guy. He's he's handsome, he's outgoing, he's humorous. And it just become who I am. You know, I was like shy. I was I don't like talk to people. I was shy when I was little, but after I watched that show, I became like him. I became hopefully before I became fat, I was handsome. I was outgoing. I was humorous. I try to be like him. So I'm just trying to spread the name for Mike. Okay, what I'm saying is like the name represent you. Okay, so it's the same thing. You have name for your company. You have name for your sports team. You have name for this, for that, for blah blah blah. Right? If you change your team, if you're a sports fan, you know what I'm talking about. Say if your team change the name for a different name, it just became totally different. Hmm. So things they want to change the name for the group. I hate that. And and they came out because I first I introduced Pastor Shi over for speech about Christian. For second, I still use the same name in my mind. Even they try and force me to change another name for the group, I still use the old name for my group. They hate those. They kick me out. They revoked my position in the serving team. That's fine. Okay. It's their church. Well, I mean, it's God's church, but in their eyes, it's their church. Well, okay. So they don't allow me to serve the God anymore. No more PowerPoints, make no more media control. So okay, that's fine. So I don't need bother to go there anymore. Why am I bothered to go there? Spend an hour driving there? Am I dumb? Am I dumb or what? I'm not dumb, okay? You, I mean, the only reason I feel like going there is because I think God gave me the opportunity to serve Him in different ways. If they revoke that thing, why? If they took away what God gave me, why am I still going there? You know? So, so I stopped going there, and I came to this new church. But for the new church, I feel like it was starting from someone's house. It's a new house. It's not new house, like new church, yeah, house. It's weird, living room. And then a Christian party, they shared their office to us, and we spent another like half year there until June the 1st this year. We moved to a public place that's inside the business complex. So we rent a unit for 3 years. So we're moving in to a third place for the church. It's a new church. Everything is new. We have new people. We have you know um we have like new friends. Oh, but they're Chinese, by the way. Yeah, this because they speak Mandarin, right? I like the pastor because he always delivered the message very well, organized, and he is also he really knows a lot. He always relate the God words to our life. I don't like it. I would just say bad things. Okay, I'm not gonna waste my time on like promise on that. So the bad things about the church is I'm talking about the new church right now. Okay, the second new Chinese church, the bad thing is they have so many families with kids, and their kids are noisy. No matter they make noise during the speech. which bothered me a lot. I'm like, I'm a, I can call myself a pro gamer. I used to participate in the WCG 2010 for FIFA, and also play a lot of FPS game like PUBG or CS. I uh, I use headphones, noise cancellation headphones for the steps, especially in PUBG. I mean, even in CS, you can hear the footsteps from the enemies. You can hear where they're going. You can hear if you're surrounded by enemies, and you can ambush them, right? So that's like the blind singer from Italy. It's called. Let me search that a little bit. Hold on. Okay, his name is Andrea Bocelli. Okay, I know him from President Trump's TV show called The Apprentice. I even went to Andre Bocelli's concerts one time. He's a blind person, but I believe he has a great, um, what's the word? He has he can sing very well. It's because the sound is the only thing he has, right? He's blind. He cannot use a visual, but he can use audio. So similar to me. I'm not saying I'm a blind. I'm saying like I consider I have high sharpness. Is it what it called in audio? So say if okay, I'm not say even a person or a kid, he walk out of the room and go to the toilet. I can. Oh no, no, not toilet. Maybe the washroom. I can. It's the same thing, but I'm just saying. Okay, even a kid goes to the restroom. I can hear it. Okay, of course I can hear it. It's like I can hear way more than the others. It's disturb me a lot than the other person because many others may not be disturbed by that, but I am. I am sensitive. Right, the word is sensitive. I am way more sensitive in sound than the others. Maybe because I play too much, FPS games. With that being said, I I've been struggling listening to the speech for a long time, and I can't stand that anymore. And I want to go to the Saddleback Church to. I know there's gonna be more people, maybe more noisy people, but we'll see. I hope it's good. I hope they can be quiet during the speech. I hope it's gonna be the best of all my experience in church. Cause the other day, I think it was like 2 days ago, I was dreaming. I always pray to God. Should I move? Should I go somewhere else? I question myself if I'm not serving here, if I'm not one of the volunteers, am I still willing to come here if I'm a stranger? The answer is no. I don't want to be bothered during the speech. I don't feel like I'm that moved from the church. So after 2025, I think it's time to go. It's time to move to a higher, not higher, maybe I don't know, bigger. Okay, I can say bigger, older, or you know. Okay, let me just use the word English. Okay, let me just go to the English Christian church. Okay, I want to go there because I want to experience what a English speaking church is. I want to experience what a big church is. I want to experience what Saddleback Church is. I live in the States for almost 20 years, long, long, long time, and I still hang out with Chinese friends. I still speak Mandarin, which is kind of maybe not that good because they say that you've been here for so long. Why your oral English still feels like you sounds like a foreigner? That's awkward because I don't practice enough, right? That's why I try to make this podcast to speak English. Um, right. Um, oh, we'll see. We'll see. It's January the 4th. January 4th. I think it's weather report says it's gonna be raining on Sunday, but still I'm going. Yeah, because it's indoor and I want just experience what is it what is it about. So we'll see. We'll see. You know, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, maybe I speak too much about the first church rather than the second church. Yeah, the second church has too many problems. Other than the kids, there's other problems like there's this one guy. He always, uh, damn, I need to search certain word which I don't use a lot. You know, language is something that if you don't use every single day, you just lost it. You know, broadcast is it? Let me check. Damn it. Oh, let me think. Mock? No, it's not a mock. Wait, where's the word? I know there's a word for that. Give me a little time. Let me do some research on the word I'm talking about. Is it called star-crossed? Sarcastic. Yeah? Yeah, I think I found the word. Let me use the Google Translate to pronounce that thing.
Sarcastic.
Oh,
Sarcastic.
sarcastic. Sarcastic.
Sarcastic.
Sarcastic. Yeah, he thought he's funny. He's trying to make jokes, but those are not jokes. He's trying to use a sarcastic way to mock me, to I just don't like it. I don't like him at all. And for like 2 months, I don't try to talk him. I don't try to talk to him because I know I he always says shitty things and I don't like that. So if I don't communicate with him, maybe everything is good. So I try to avoid talk to him for 2 months and until this time, maybe because I prayed, because I was host for some worship days. I I I I I think that was like in September-ish. That's after Charlie Kirk was murdered. I was I was so moved by his wife who forgave the kid who murdered his husband. So, I used Rock AI to um, give me a sample to pray regarding to forgiveness, and maybe he was moved and touched, so he he uh, he taught me or he greeted me um, after the 2 months no communication. But still, I think it's something in his mind or something in his bones. So he is still that kind of like person who like to mock you or sarcastic way to talk to you. At least to me. Maybe not to the others, but at least to me, he's doing that way, and I don't like it that a lot. And well, I mean, I it's like everyone has their own personality. Everyone has their own feelings of their perspectives. You know, you can't just maybe he can hang out him. He has a lot of friends. I'm just assuming. Um, yeah, but I'm not sure. But for me, like I don't like that way. So and I don't have his friends. I don't add him on my WeChat or whatsoever. Right. So and I oh yeah, Pastor Shi, he got two daughters. The elder one is I think she hates Japan for a reason because Japan was invaded China in during World War II. For me, especially after I graduated from school, from college, I learned more about Japan. I listened to Japan music. I even went to Japan twice. The reason is because during the graduation trip to Hawaii, my mom and I we were trying to get out of the elevators in the hotel. There's this old couple from Japan. They were blocking our way. I just say, "Oh, excuse me," trying to let them to know I'm trying to walk out. So this old couple from Japan, they bowed to us. To me, that's a very, very, you know, shocking way because like they were way older than me, as they still, um, it's nothing, just say excuse me, and they just try to give you the room to get out. But they bow to us. That's for me. That's just very, very polite way to manner way. So I'm not trying to say to revoke the history. I'm just saying Japanese people, especially the older generations, they are very polite with manner. But his elder daughter speaks shitty about Japan. I don't like that a lot. And for his second daughter, it's worse. That person was like pure. Ah, damn it! I need to try the word. You're selfish. God damn it! I can't even think about the word selfish. What my English is about? Okay, so the second daughter is pure selfish person. So whenever she needs my help, she asks for my help. Kind of like uh, okay person. Whenever she's angry or something like this against her will, she became a different face. I remember that the day we finished our worship, we were hanging out in the by the swimming pool. We were giving a barbecue day, and I was playing some Taylor Swift music songs. Well, that was before she declared liberal retard thing, and she told me I can't play her song because she was against God or something. I didn't even know that, so I changed to the other songs, maybe like old classic songs, and she doesn't like it either. She feel like the music was too loud. I mean, like she loves Korean music or songs. Doesn't mean that my American songs, which I listen to, is bad. Okay, I was trying to give us a good atmosphere, uh, uh, trying to cheer everybody up. But it's just not the Korean songs which make she hate me a lot. And it's starting from there. And even like say during the church, after church ran like these days, like say I was trying to watch the streaming for sports after church, and we were eating for lunch. She turned the volume down. I mean, come on, it's not that loud. It's just she doesn't watch football. Okay, it's just that she doesn't watch football. That's why she feel like it's noisy. I'm okay, fine. I just don't want to talk to her. Like she never great to me, maybe to others, but not me. I don't give a fuck, you know. So it's always one or the other. It's always have some people like that. In the first church, in the second church, there's always some people like that. They They don't like me, I don't like them. It's fine. Um, yeah. So I I don't I don't like the position there. I know the pastor and his wife treated me very, 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 very well, and I appreciate them a lot. But the thing is, I wanna move. I wanna try new things. It's like I treated myself as a stranger. I treated myself as a human being without any language barrier. I can speak both Mandarin and English. I can listen to both Chinese and English lectures. Not lectures, I mean speech for a Christian. I don't need necessarily to go to a Chinese church because I can understand English as well. Maybe to maybe not like 100% to every word, every sentence, but at least I got the concept, or at least I can understand the meaning. I know it's like after 3 years of becoming Christian, it's basically starting from zero because you have to pray in English. You have to listen to English church speech. It's pure different. Maybe they use even different names for Bibles. I mean, well, I it's when I say different names means like they especially in Chinese, God means 上帝. It's pronounced like 上帝. But in English, we call it God, right? I'm just making an example. So you have a lot of different names, places, or verbs, and blah blah blah. So basically, I'm just started from round one, round zero. I'm trying to relearn the whole thing again, which is alright, which is fine. I just feel like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention one thing that I used to do a Uber for a little bit. I was a Uber driver. That was a fun experience. I was a Uber driver for a year. I don't know, maybe longer. I have this riders from Seattle, not Seattle. They were from Washington State, a city near Seattle, maybe. Um, they were old white couple, Christian couples, and I don't know why we talk about things about God or Christian, and we shared a lot of stories together, and they prayed for me. And in the end, we left our communication number. We communicate during a text message throughout the years. So I think I know them from like 2022, and I've been know them for like 3 years already. Uh, so you know, sometimes I ask questions to her. Uh, her name is Mary. Mary, Marie. I always call her Mrs. Her last name. Uh re- uh I can't tell you her identity. I'm just saying. So she set up the example for a Christian. She always most of the time he used the God words from Bible to imply her opinion. I feel like she's from God. She's the angels from God trying to help me whenever I need some help or suggestions or advice. Those words from Bible she sent me are pure love from God, and I feel like it's way more than just comforts whatsoever. So yeah, from the English side, I think she's the only person that spread English Christian thing, and which gave me a lot of impression. That's the main reason I wanted. I have great good impression for English church, and that's the main reason I want to move to a Saddleback church, right? So I understand that not every single person is the same. Like say if I only know Pastor Shi, I will feel like Chinese church is the good, but it's not. There's always some people who's not that Christian enough, who's not behave like God, who's not spread love like God, you know. So I don't regret. I remember 2 days ago I was dreaming, I dreamed myself go to the Saddleback Church, and I dreamed myself was in a during the worship songs. I was crying. My nose is blocked because I was crying, and I woke myself up. The crying is not like I regret leaving the second church. The crying, the tears, is the happiness tears. Is the moved tears from worship, from worshiping God. That's the tears I have. And when I woke up, I can feel the tears. So I wipe up the tears, and I immediately text to Mary. Well, I don't usually call her Mary. Even she told me to call her Mary, maybe more friendly, or more close. But I still call call her the Mrs. Her last name. So, mm, it's about it's about my I think most biggest decision I ever made, at least for now. Yeah, to move on. I would just say if I don't have conflicts with Pastor Shi's daughters, if I don't met this like sarcastic guy in the church, if the kids are not that noisy, are all good manners, maybe I won't even think about like moving to an English church. It's like I don't know how to say it. It's not like I know it's like from new church to a big church, it takes time. You can't say you open a new church, it has a bunch of people. It doesn't work like that way. No. But for a long time, for those past few months, which I met their noisy kids, I even have bad feeling for kids. I feel like kids are noisy, are no matter, selfish or dumb. Of course, many reflect their parents, but yeah. So then I have dreams as well from God. I think twice, two dreams. I dreamed a daughter. Well, I think it's my daughter. I don't have a wife. I don't have a girlfriend. But I think it's my daughter in the dream. I hold her hands. I let her sit on my neck and was holding her hands. I was the father in the dream. And the other day, I think last week, I dreamed this girl again. He's older. Maybe not same girl. She's like 5 or 6. I tried to hold her wrist. I tried to help protect her. I feel like it's not like I dislike kids. It's like I dislike no manner kids. I don't know. What about you guys? Like, yeah, of course, if you only see noisy kids, you feel like kids are bad. If you only see like manner kids, you think kids are good. It depends. For me, I I'm just talking about the kids in that church. Most of them they have no manner at all. So yeah, that's the main reason I want to leave. I won't. I don't like the stereotype it gave me for kids, and yeah, I just don't like it. I I'm trying to go a bigger group, bigger church. I hope it has a lot of mannered people. I hope it has a lot of mannered kids. I know it's not gonna be the same. It's not. Yeah, bigger church, English speaking, culture, impact. It's not the same, but we'll see. Yeah, and I don't see a way to go back at all. No, it's like small little things add up together. You know, it's not about one kid, multiple kids. Not about one person, multiple people. Not about one thing, multiple things. Add up. When things sum up, you feel like it, you know, yeah, it's a little by little, right? You you're you feel like this is not what you want. I know there's no perfect person. Every person has own her own um good things and bad things. But for this, it's like I'm over too much. You know, I remember that day I sent my I brought my those Yoshi rice cooker from Japan. I think I've spent like 500 ish or 600 ish, including tax. That rice cooker cost me a lot of money. It's the best rice cooker in U.S. market from those Yoshi. I take the rice cooker there, took the Japanese rice, the most expensive one. Last Sunday I just went to grocery store again. The 2 kilometers, sorry, the 2 kilograms Japanese rice cost me like $50. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I remember before the tax tariff, it was like $40. Now it's like $50 for 2 kilograms. God damn it. I tried to let the church have the best rice available. It turned out they broke my rice cooker. They used the iron thing to break the bottom. I hate it so much, so much. You know, once you break the surface, it's not the same again. I just hate it so much. So I took, yeah, it's a lot of small things. Like I brought fruits, I brought donuts, I brought lot of things to church. I donate a lot of appliance. I'm not gonna say every single one of them, but what I'm saying is I tried. Okay, I tried to donate it. I tried to serve. I tried to provide food. I there's too many things. That's I just give up, man. I don't know. You know, I remember the day it was my birthday. I was trying to treat everybody the dinner. I went to the restaurant to buy foods, buy dishes. I appreciate them like they bought me a birthday cake, which is not birthday on Sunday. My birthday was on Saturday. But the kids was they were so no manner. They trying to blow the candles for my birthday cake. Oh my god! And for the other girl, other sister's birthday, the other kids was trying to blow off the candles as well for her. And even if you don't let her to blow the candles, like she's crying. Oh my god! I'm just done. Okay, I'm not complaining anymore. This is it. I'm my mind is set up. I made up my decision before the dream. Before I dreamed, I was in the big church. So I already also told the pastor. I told Marie. I told other people. I'm moving forward. I'm not coming back. Yeah, I don't think there's a way I will come back. No, no chance. No way. Well, it sums up 2025. It's a year of snake until. Let me check the dates. Hold on. Yeah, because Chinese calendar they have different dates than the usual dates. Let's see. God damn it. When was it? Okay, I think it's a February 17th. Jesus. Okay, it's until like February 17th. We will have the year of horse. Yeah, another long term. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, maybe next time I will share something about other stuff. It's always say as a major person you have to hide yourself. Don't expose yourself too much. Don't share your feelings too much. Don't spread your feelings, your thinking too much. What do I say? I say what I want. Okay. Yeah. So for those who listen to this, I appreciate that. I appreciate those. Yeah. This is more than a podcast. This is something for practice my English speaking, practice my language. Because I feel like my English is really really bad right now. Like way worse than when I was in college. Like when I was in college, I can speak way better than right now. I have a way better accent. But now it's like I my pronunciations, my vocabulary, my grammar is they're all bad. That's why I need to try to practice speaking English in podcast. And I spent almost like an hour for this podcast. Yeah, there's no pre-recording or there's no like notes on my hand. I just I just speak whatever I want, whatever in my mind. Um, yep, this is it. I hope everyone can have a good New Year. I hope everyone can survive this year and make it to the next year. I hope everyone can move forward in your life, your job, your church, families, your friends, your whatsoever. Don't don't be afraid. Okay, don't be afraid. Try to walk out of the comfort zone. Try to walk out of the cells you put yourself in. You know, remove the barriers. The barrier for language, the barrier for relationship, the barrier for a lot of things. Sometimes you feel like if you walk out of the cell, you are more free. You will feel more freedom in your life. And that's what I did. I go to concerts, I go to ball games, I go to comedy shows, I go to a lot of places speaking English. I go to theaters, I go to Broadway. You know, there are so many things around you. You just have to, enjoy it. All right. Um, I will think about the new year. Maybe I'm not sure if there's like a firework around here for the new year, but we'll see. But I know there's like fireworks for the Independence Day. For New Year Eve, I don't think so. Yeah, LA is really really bad for that. That's why I usually go to Vegas for that. But I mean, Vegas right now is too expensive. I'm not going there. At least not for the New Year Eve. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a safe, sound uh New Year, and we'll see you maybe early next year or later next year. All right. Have a nice day. Thank you, guys.